Musketeer Jerry. It's just that there are more mice that could, or mouse that could have been a better option. So right here, looks like they did listen to what we were talking about, and we won't be seeing any Musketeer Jerrys for this round.
And for the map, it is gonna be classic house here. I'm loving the amount of animations, going on with the skin choices. We get to see classic Jerry.
Looking at them right now.
Yeah, and we get to see classic Jerry here. I think it's a very well balanced, group of mice here for VainQ, since they do have, that Musketeer TUFFY that with no fear just slap the helmet on, you run straight at Tom, and really there's nothing he can do to stop you from rescuing one of your teammates once you have that helmet on. So yeah, we might see them utilize that character in that manner here, as we're gonna see them start patrolling.
Yep, with the robot mice into the early seconds of our game, since this is the first phase, which is the patrolling phase. So they were able to discover some cheese. If I'm not mistaken, we are in the POV of the mouse, but this time we are going to transition onto the cat this time. And
yeah, for the first time there, we were seeing the POV of the mice, but seems like we are gonna be switching right back to what we've been seeing for majority of these patrol phases, just checking out what Tom wants to do.
And
go for it.
Yeah, I mean, like, placing some buffs into the early patrolling phase is kind of essential, because it kind of saves you the time come the dispatch time. So it's kind of understandable that Fair here kind of, really focused on that aspect first.
Does have a sort of disco ball, effect here. Does turn invisible very, very early into the dispatch phase though, so he will definitely catch one of these mice at least off guard and allow him to get an early, tie to a rocket here. Let's see which one of the mice he will run into first.
So yeah, into the patio area is the Detective Jerry. Magician Jerry is onto the living room, and Tom just, transitioning himself into the stairs, grooving him up there, some tunes and throws. And the other two, however, is in the dining room, and I'm not sure if Tom is aware of this, but I think he's just looking for some more potions and concoctions that he could intake, which is the case right now. So right now we did witness that one from the attic was able to get some cheese, and off to the mouse holes rather they go.
The mice right now starting to work their way here with the wedges of cheese, starting to bring them closer and closer to these holes. Don't necessarily need to immediately bring them there, as there's that threat of Tom running at you. But looking at Detective Jerry on the south side, seems like Tom has caught his scent here. See what he can do.
And yeah, he will be drinking some milk right there to regenerate his HP, but was frozen in sight. That was a very nice timing, since they were able to free up some space here. But let's see, was he able to? Yeah, he was able to deplete the HP of Magician there, but still onto the chase. The egg kind of slows it down, and the vision too, but still was not able to whack him out there.
Finally does grab him right now. Gives him the thumbs up as well. I wonder where he'll bring Magician right now. Remember, since it's Magician that has been caught out, Musketeer TUFFY, the mice can use him here to try and potentially save Magician from trouble right now. As you see, they're rotating him up towards the upper half of the map here, where they know that he is tied to.
Yeah, so which is going to be the case, since Musketeer TUFFY has this helmet that can really be tanky. So that it's the main case that he's going to be the rescuer at this point. And with all that fiasco happening, they were able to push another cheese off the bat, and was able to save the Magician one too. But let's see how Tom is going to react to this, and was incinerated to pieces here onto the staircase area.
You see how coordinated that was? It was almost instantly 3 pieces of cheese is got through here for the mice,
Mm-hmm.
and there's still plenty of time for them to work with here, with about 6 minutes left here on the clock. Let's
Oh,
see.
okay. So, seeing it here right now, Tom is on his way to the dining room to where the other mice are at, trying to push this cheese into the mouse hole. But I think that apparently was the rabbit for the magician Jerry. So, going back here, Tom is doing a pretty good job in just containing and preventing them from further pushing it through. But they managed to make it through. They managed to make it work, and I think this is just a matter of a time wherein they just kite Tom here, while the other one just go for the push into the mouse hole.
Yeah, VainQ starting to run away with this one as Tom just gonna grab some buffs here, but it will allow the mice to push that final wedge of cheese in. Crack has been
Alright.
found. Let's see whether or not Tom can defend this.
Which is highly matter, because he was the first one to get into the crack, and of course the mouse is going to force themselves into the area as well, so this is gonna give an opportunity for Tom to actually deplete their health and to catch them up. But the thing is, with the kiting abilities of the mouse, let's see, I think that was the Jerry, classic Jerry. The fact that he was able to kite, that kind of give the others to actually destroy the crack right there. Look at that. It's slowly starting to get destroyed at this point, and I think that last 2 or 3 hits of this, and it's yeah, it's not yet destroyed. Almost. Okay. Wow, that was a very nice defense coming from Tom right there. But yeah, with the trade, it's going to be a nice win.
Yeah, and with that escape, I think VainQ will be running away with game 1 of our best of 3 here between VainQ and TUFFY. Just really building on their initial momentum from the cat round, and some questions being asked now, some adjustments needing to be made by TUFFY, because VainQ, they just look very, very cool with it, very coordinated as well with the pushes on the cheese. But yeah, very quick round there, only taking them 6 minutes to escape. Very nicely done here by VainQ on their mouse round.
And yeah, with that being said, it's just a matter of time wherein we get to find out the scores that were gathered by both of our teams right here. And yeah, stats speaks for themselves, and I like it how they were able to alternate themselves in terms of saving, in terms of getting the cheese. And yeah, the score points is going to be here, VainQ gaining a whopping 8 points in our first round. Let's see if those instances will be happening anytime soon in our second round, rather first half. And this time TUFFY is going as lightning first, and VainQ will be the mice side for now. So we are seeing the classics magician King Robin and pirate Jerry. Interesting that I don't see a detective one this time around.
Yeah, very interesting that there's no detective Jerry for this round, but really nice here that VainQ were able to get that Robin Hood Jerry, of course, one of the most mobile characters in the game, able to use that double jump, get to platforms when other mice probably wouldn't be able to reach. So I like the pickup here from VainQ.
Yeah, so this is also one of the rounds we're in. We're not gonna see some detective juries, so I want to see how they will be playing this out. But since this is still the patrolling phase, and yeah, they're gonna be a bit of thrifty in the usage of the robot mice right here. So yeah, early seconds of our game, does Lightning turns himself invisible at this point, and really spotting out the robot.
Yeah, I'm actually, really surprised that we didn't get to see a Detective Jerry here, because I feel like he is one of the strongest mice in the current, meta for competition. But seeing here, Fair just setting up a bunch of traps here. Not quite sure why the mousetrap is on the table.
Yep. And yeah, going back right here into our game. Still 10 seconds on the clock before we proceed to the dispatch phase. Alright, so Lightning is here. I think he already has an idea on where the other cheese are at, because earlier he was in the captain's quarter, so he was able to spot down some cheese right there to and fro. So yeah, same thing with the mice right here, really grouped together. So I think the one that you told earlier with, you know, trying to commit to a single cheese right there is gonna happen anytime soon. But you know, Lightning is on the tails right now, moving from one area to another.
And you're looking at the mice right now. They're fairly grouped up here, and Lightning really hasn't been able to, you know, injure any one of them. You know, find any one of them right now. I feel like VainQ are coordinating the push here on the cheese so that they can, you know, do it all at the same time, as Lightning just gonna get hit by a smoke bomb here. It's gonna allow, you know, a lot of movement here, a lot of repositioning to come out from the Jerry's.
Yes, and yeah, as you mentioned, so we are gonna see here that TLTV is gonna kite away from Lightning right here, whilst the other ones are gonna try and focus on pushing onto the cheese. If you notice, they are on the captain's quarters and the one below the deck. So right now this is going a bit good for them, but Lightning has to really, you know, pick up the pace in terms of really catching these mice. Ooh!
He was able to grab one of them. Oh, actually hit one of them, I believe. But the ice box, the ice cube there, freezing him in place, really stopping anything from coming there. But yeah, here, Robin Hood Jerry, super slippery, super difficult to catch with a double jump. Let's see whether or not Lightning can actually catch him. Whoa! Dashing around there, very, very.
That was too close for comfort right there, but regardless, that was good kiting abilities for the Robin Hood Jerry and the Pirate Jerry, just really playing around here. So the more that they are buying some time here, the more that they are giving opportunity for the others to push in some cheese, and that is going to be cheese pushes with that certain amount of time.
Very, very quickly. Mice just getting to work here, Seiya, and Lightning still struggling to find some shots here onto the mice, as he is just getting bopped around here by the stairs.
Oh, and he gets hit with the ping pong ball too. So this kind of depletes the HP of Lightning, and he has to be very careful not to get, you know, thrown out by Bruce right there, because it's gonna give an opportunity for our mice to go for the escape, and that is just what happened here. You know, really abusing the low HP of Lightning has, because if ever that they were able to deplete that, he was going to be stunned back there. So right now he is able to go back onto his feet on the chase to Robin Jerry.
Able to grab him right there. Gonna be able to strap him onto a rocket right now, but with that, it's gonna allow the mice, I feel, push in one more wedge of cheese here, and the rescue just comes instantly.
And with only, you know, they still have a lot of time to work with, 6 minutes and on the clock, and you know, they've already managed to get 4 cheese. All they have to do is just, you know, really guard down the remaining one, and this is not really looking good for Lightning, as he is gonna get stunned through and through by the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the Classic Jerry or the Pirate Jerry? Yeah, Pirate Jerry. So, okay, so the cannery was able to drop off and again stunned Lightning. So this is going to be the escaping phase right here. So they were able to find the crack near, below rather, the captain quarters. So Lightning here really committed into getting the Pirate Jerry here, really gonna strap him on the top side of our map.
But look at the mice, they've already worked on so much on the crack. Just a few more shots would do it here, just slowly but surely chipping away at it. I think there's just enough